Hello, today I want to talk about statistic project. We are from section 9. Lecturer name is Dr. Naif Abdullah Muhammad Abdullah. We are choosing question 9, that is study of student problems unrelated to class. This is our two members. First one is Muhammad Aziz bin Ajami. Second one is Muhammad Arif bin Muhammad Sufyan. Third one is Muhammad Kumar Aidul son of Ganisan is me. Fourth one is Vaidis Raj son of President. Fifth one Nurul Hidayah binti Muhammad. Last one is Siti Sarah binti Muhammad Isham. And then I want to explain about our introduction of project. Statistics play a crucial role in our daily life, involving the collection, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data, and then mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation are important statistical tools in our project. The null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis are used to test and derive population. For this case study, we aims to understand the reason behind student arriving late for class by gathering the data by questionnaire, by applying statistical analysis variable insights into the factor contributing to tiredness can be then in our project. Research intends to provide useful information from implementing investigation or improvement to address the issue effectively. And then for problem statement is late coming to class has been a major problem with most university students. Current research has shown that many students with system statistically show average performance due to the inefficient use of teaching and learning time. And then we suggest that inspire large administrative measure to improve the quality of teaching and learning. And then we need greater attention and appeals to pay to late arrivals. The purpose of research is to investigate the causes of late arrival among student education. And then for case study, this one case study of project. In case study, study of student problem coming late to class. Coming late to class student as invitation, and then coming late to class just become a serious problem, and then increasingly difficult to eliminate. And then academic performance of a student is determined by one combination of internal and external factors in a student life influence and impacts that are often very good inside education. Our group has done several studies to assess the cause of late arrival among university students. Is a large percentage of people, like people wake up late, health issues, transport issues, bad weather, heavy traffic, and others. The study in this study project, we use question by distributing Google form to each literature student, and then each data be obtained by listed and included in this case study. For objective of our project is first one is to improve access to statistic material is important to make effectively analysis, and the second one is to find the causes of students who are late to class more closely, and third one is to find out the actually data collection way to make a study on the topic of problems students are late coming to class but unexpected problems arise. And last one is to study the actual data collection, maybe in the form of questionnaire or naturalistic observation. Each method of proceeding has its advantage and disadvantage. For another one, my friend will explain it. Thank you.
My name is Vagesh Raj. Today I'm going to talk about hypothesis testing in this statistics project. Okay, in statistics, hypotheses explain the relationship between variables in a population and can be used to test predictions. There are actually two types of hypothesis, which is null hypothesis. H0 states no relationship or a specific parameter value, while alternative hypothesis H1 suggests a relationship or a different parameter value. Random factors can influence observation as acknowledged by the alternative theory. This is the example of our project hypothesis testing. We pick question 4, which is faculty. So based on the data collected, question 4 says that FSKTM student has the highest frequency among the other faculty student that responds to this form. These are the example, which is H0 mean is 22, H1 is null 22 and not 22. Okay, we did a standard division, then divide by square of n, then we get 12 divided by square of 34. The answer is 2.058. Then to find the z, we have to 22 have to minus with 12, then divide by 2.058. So we get the value is 4.8590. So the p value is more than 5%. So which means 4.859 is greater than 0.05, which is the significant value. This is the normal distribution, which you can see the raw score and the mean. Okay, the level of significance for this hypothesis testing is 0.05, and the critical region, if H0 is true, P result lower than 22, it is one-tail hypothesis test. A one-tail test, also known as one-sided test, is a statistical hypothesis test that examines the possibility of a significant effect in one and only direction. So the H1 will be accepted instead of the H0. For the decision rule, if the p-value is more than the significant level, typically p more than 0.05, it is not statistically significant and indicates strong evidence for the null hypothesis. This means we retain the null hypothesis and reject the alternative hypothesis. Okay, the conclusion is, hence there is enough evidence to conclude that the FSKTM has the most number of responses to this form among the other faculty students based on the hypothesis given. Thank you very much.
Hello, Muhammad. My name is Muhammad Aziz Hamizi. My number matric is DI220019. So the next part is for methodology. For this survey, we are using a Google form to collect data, which is we are using questionnaire. So example of the question we use is for example for gender, enter your age, race and semester. And the selection for the answer for gender is for example male, female. For age 19 to 25, 26 to 31, 32 to 38, 39 to 45 and 46. For questionnaire, there are 3 sections in this questionnaire to fulfill the objective of this study. Part 1 of the questionnaire will be demographic of the respondent, including gender, age, race, faculty, semester, and year of study. And for part 2 of the questionnaire, will cover the objective of the study, which is to examine the attitude of student why come late to the class. So for the question, for example, what time do you usually sleep? And for the answer is 10 to 11 p.m., 11 to 12 a.m., 12 to 1 a.m., and after 2 a.m. And another example is, does overload of assignment makes you sleep late at night? And for the answer for the respondent is yes, no, and maybe. And for the part 3, we'll cover the objective of the study, which is which is reason why does student come late to the class. So example of the question is, what type of transportation did you use? For the description, for the answer for the respondent, shuttle bus, car, motorcycle, Grab student, or walking. And another example is, does how long would you usually take to get to the UTHM? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and more than 20 minutes. And then this is data presentation that we have collected from the questionnaire. For example, for the gender, we have 85.3% for male, 14.7 for female. And another example is enter your age, 100% majority vote for pick for 19 to 21 years old. And this is another example of the questionnaire that we put in the Google form. Year of study, we can see year 1, 79.4%, and then year 2, 20.6%. Also, this is another one of example for the questionnaire. Does overload of assignment makes you sleep late night? 79.4% said yes, and 20.6% said maybe. And the result will be presented in this chapter were produced by using the statistical program SPSS. By using this software, we were able to learn how to analyze data, and it also guaranteed the efficiency and correctness of the analysis. And for the data preparation, as shown in the figure 4.2.1 below, the variable view is a phase to develop a structure of questionnaire by key in the data set after the data collection process is done. Based on the questionnaire and the column name, the question needs to be assigned with suitable name that describe the data and the values, which is the answer, should be determined how to be treated. For example, question 1 is a label name that holds the first question data for details and continue until courses. And then figure for 2.2 below shows data view, where it is a place to key in the value provided by the respondent for the given questionnaire. For example, as we know, for gender scope contains of male and female. In this case, the value of male is referred as a 1, and while female is referred as a 2. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhidayah binti Muhammad and my metric number is DI22029. So for today, I will explain about the descriptive analysis. For descriptive analysis, it is to find the median, mode, standard deviation, and variance of the project. Question or item has their own median, mode, standard deviation, and variance as shown in figure 4.4.1 and figure 4.4.2. If you can see, the figure 4.4.1 for the descriptive details, they have the gender, age, race, faculty, semester, and year of study. Every single result, they have their means, medians, mode, standard deviations, variance, range, and sum. For example, the mean is 1.1471. For the median is 1.000. For the mode is 1.00. For the standard deviation is 3.5949. For the variance is 1.29. For the range is 1.00, and for the sum is 39.00. For the age, the mean is 1.000, for the median is 1.000, for the mode is 1.00, for the standard deviations 0.000, for the variance is 0.00, for the range is 00, for the sum is 34.00. It is totally different for the race, faculty, semester, and year of study. Okay, we continue for the descriptive for the course. This is the same for question 1 until question 13. For means until range, the result is totally different. Sorry, means until sum, the result is totally different. For example, the question 1, the mean is 3.1176. For the median is 3.000. Okay, we go to the question number 2. For the question 2, the mean is 2. For the question 2, the mean is 2.2647 and the median is 1.000. And it's same for the question 3 until the question 13. So means that the different means have a different result. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, so my name is Muhammad Arif bin Muhammad Sufyan and my metric number is DI220073. Alright, so for the normality analysis, which is used to establish if a data collection is adequately described by a normal distribution and to estimate the likelihood that a random variable underlying the dataset is normally distributed. So normality tests are used. So you can see here, got the descriptive statistic of normality and also the case processing summary with both question has 91.9 valid percent with 8.1 missing percent. And for descriptive variable of normality of the both chosen question, for the first question, question 3 is what type of transportation did you use? Has the value of skewness or and curtices of 0.112 and negative 0.836 respectively. It shows that it is normally distributed. While for the question 11, do you think that the bus service provided by UTHM is often time late? It's also normally distributed with skewness of 0.403 and curtices of negative 1.343. Next is the reliability analysis, which use all variables in the data analysis as shown in the figure 4.5.1, which is about 34 cases with 100% validity. Next is the figure 4.5.2 shows the reliability statistic, which is used to clarify coefficient and the number of items with negative 0.43 Chromebooks alpha score. It shows that the correlation between items or factors are low and weak. And it's not even wrong to say that the sample size of the data is small. And here we got the item statistic for each question and also the scale statistic with mean of 24.35 for 3529 and variance of 6.841 and standard deviation of 2.61560 with 13 number of items. Next is the correlation, which is applied to determine the relationship between details of student and causes of student lateness to class. So for this step, Pearson method has been used for correlation coefficient as in the project used in full random sampling. Next is the simple linear regression, which shows the process of data analyzation by using simple linear regression simply in a form one-to-one, which here dependent variable is details and causes, while for the dependent should be causes of student lateness to class. So based on figure 4.7.2, model summary shows the two important parts which are R column, also referred as correlation value between two variables, which is 0.11 and R square, refer to the effect of relationship between those variables in percentage, which the value is 1.0%.
For conclusion, in conclusion, the objectives of this case study are achieved in the study problems of students attending late to class, correlation investigation between students' lifestyle when they come to class, and their opinion of why students come late to class. Overall, questionnaires play a vital role in this project by collecting data and generating statistical insights due to their standardized format, large sample size, quantitative nature, and compatibility with statistical analysis technique. Thank you.